Our 2023 Middle School Band Night, featuring members from G.W. Carver and Tennyson Middle Schools, along with your Waco High Lion Pride Band. All of these students have been working hard for the year to hone their skills and perform great music for Waco. Put your hands together for Waco ISD Mega Band and their rendition of Shake It Off by pop megastar Taylor Swift. Drum majors Ryan Montanez and Genesis Romero, is your band ready? Bands, you may now take the field in performance. It truly takes a village, and the music you hear tonight wouldn't be possible without the dedication of the talents and of the amazing middle school band directors. Give it up for G.W. Carver Middle School Band Directors Victor Boswell, Spencer Childers, and Jeremiah Cabrera. And the Tennyson Middle School Band Directors Kim Tucker, Amber Meeks, and Jordan Meza. Thank you all for your attention this evening, and let's hear it one more time for the Waco ISD Mega Band.
I'm Bradford McMillan, and I'm the principal of Tennyson Middle School. So what I like best about Tennyson Middle School is the students. The students have grit. They're respectful, they have integrity. We may have a kid that sees somebody that's in need, and they feel that need. And so our kids on a daily basis show us that they have grit, and so that's what I enjoy most, and it's the students and what they're able to do here at Tennyson Middle School. I think what I bring to Tennyson Middle School is a fresh perspective. I've came outside the district. I have high standards, high expectations, and I think what the students need at Tennyson is someone that's consistent, that's always going to be there, always going to show up, because that's what we expect from our students. I'm proud to be the principal of Tennyson Middle School because I know greatness is coming. I know that the work that we're putting in as campus administrators, as teachers, as students, is going to pay dividends. So in the long run, we're going to reap this harvest, and so I'm super excited about what's in store for Tennyson and where we're going, and it's only up.
So I had a good friend who was a principal in Austin ISD who was now in Waco ISD, and she told me all the good things about the culture here in Waco. And so when I came to Waco, I fell in love with it, and here I am. What really just makes our school so unique is that Waco High is 3 schools coming into one, and we have our own vision and our own culture now. What I bring to the school is I've been an elementary principal, I've been a middle school principal, and a high school principal. I've been around and I've seen every single part of the educational system, so I think I bring that knowledge to our school. It's great being a principal of Waco High, and why I'm proud is because of all the diverse students. I get to see each and every student and get to meet each and every student where they are. That's why I get up, I drive an hour and a half every day to be able to come to one of the best schools in the world, and that's Waco High. My goal for every student is them to know what they want to do once they leave high school and achieve that goal. There's a strong pride here in Waco High. I mean, we have parents and community who have graduated from Waco High. We have kids who want the best for Waco High. So when all these elements come together, teachers, community, and students, I feel like that's what it means to say Lion Pride runs deep.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. You see many of the junior high football players for Waco High running onto the field along with the Waco Lions as they celebrate middle school night here at Waco ISD Stadium. Tonight, the Lions host the clean Shoemaker Grey Wolves. Grey Wolves come into the game with a record of 3 wins, 3 losses. They are 1-3 in District 4 5A Division I. These two teams basically fighting to stay out of the cellar in district play. Waco Lions come in 1-6 on the season and 0-5 in league play. Toby Foreman is the head coach of the Shoemaker Wolves, his 7th season taking care of their football fortunes. He has a record of 30 wins and 37 losses. It's his 10th season coaching overall. Before being at Killeen Shoemaker, he spent 4 years at Beaumont Central, where he was 23-21, also won a district title at Central back in 2014. Started his coaching career at West Orange Stark. The Waco ISD color guard about to present the colors, so let's join our stadium announcer, George Snookhouse.
We would ask that you face the middle of the field for the colors. And after the colors, after the national anthem, we'd ask that you remain standing as the colors leave. And now, the national anthem will be sung by members of the Waco High School Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was
We want to thank the choir members and thank the Junior ROTC for the color guards. Our flag means a lot to our country. It stands for freedom. A number of people have died suffering to make sure that we have the freedom to play a football game on a Thursday night.
Fine job done by the Waco High Choir with their national anthem. Captain's about to meet at midfield with our officiating crew, the officiating crew from the Waco Tasso chapter. Our referee tonight will be Nelson Barnes. The umpire is Brian Strickland. Darrell Ward is the head linesman. The line judge, Al Dykens. The back judge is Michael Teal. The field judge is Jarrell Proctor. And Rodney Sims will be our side judge. Waco High captains, number 21, Keyshawn Waits. Number 54, Gerardo Garcia. Number 45 is Terrence Johnson. And number 80 is Romeo Orta. For the Grey Wolves, their captains, number 16, Xavier Thompson. Number 20, Justice Janda. See if we can catch the other two. It's number 29 and 26. 29 is Josiah Riley. And also Willie Thompson. Waco High will get the ball first. Go from left to right on your television screen. Waco High under the direction of Lyndon Helt, his third season with the Waco Lions. Waco High School has been playing football since 1986. That's when they consolidated Ridgefield, Jefferson Moore, and the old Waco High into one school. They took the red color from Ridgefield, took the Jefferson Lions mascot, and took the Waco High name.
Kicking off.
Okay, Antonio Butler doing the kicking off.
Back deep for Waco High will be Reggie Lewis, along with number 10, Amias Irwin. And Colleen will be kicking with the wind here in the first quarter.
Yeah, we got a nice night for football here at Waco ISD Stadium. Game time temperature of 79 degrees. We do have a south breeze at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. Relative humidity of 68%. And we are underway. Ball going to be caught at the goal line. Reggie Lewis brings it up the middle of the field, is across the 25, picks up some blocking on the far side and gets it up to the 35-yard line. A nice return by Reggie Lewis to set the Lions up.
Torian Thomas in on the tackle for Colleen, 5'7", 175-pound junior.
So the Waco Lions will be under the direction of their quarterback, R.J. Young. The featured running back is Mason Smith. Welcome. The wide receivers include Marcus Chandler, Reggie Lewis, Robert Wireman, and Dwayne Simmons. Rayshawn Tolliver is the quarterback. The guards will be DeAndre Smith and Gerardo Garcia. The tackles, Dante Ward and Jonathan Jackson. From the 35-yard line, Young has two running backs, LZ Amos in the backfield with him, and Amos takes the handoff coming around the left side. We'll get it up to the 38-yard line for a gain of 3 on the play.
James Evans in on the tackle, defensive back, sophomore, 5'8", 153-pounder.
So it'll bring up a second down and 7 at the Waco 38. Chandler is the wide receiver to the far side. Wide receiver at the bottom of your screen is Michael Goner. Little confusion in the backfield. I think the snap was a little early to R.J. Young. He got the handoff to Smith Welcome, but it's going to be a loss back to the 31-yard line, a loss of 7 on the play.
Isaac Terreras, number 21, with the tackle for Killeen.
Yeah, see on the replay, he was a little bit surprised with that snap. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 14. Lion offense behind the chains at the 31.
Everybody up. Project.
Young looking to the sideline.
Follow our lead, y'all.
Has the play with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Takes the snap, passes in the flat. That's Chandler trying to get away from one would-be tackler and able to get it up to the 36-yard line. So this is going to bring up a 4th down and punt.
Knocked down by Isaac Terrace, number 21.
Gain of 5 on the play, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 9 at the Waco 36.
Going deep for Killeen will be number 13, Maurice Starr, who is their star receiver and has tremendous speed, very athletic.
Wolves showing a possibility of maybe going for the block here. They do put on the bum rush, and the kick is away. Going to be down to the 34-yard line where it's finally killed there by Jamal Dudley Johnson. So with 9 minutes and 46 seconds to go first quarter, the Killeen Shoemaker Grey Wolves get the ball for the first time at their own 34-yard line.
30 yards off the toe of Waco High's punter, Jamion Moore.
Waco had it for 2 minutes and 14 seconds in their first possession of the game. So now here comes Malachi Jerome, the quarterback for the Grey Wolves. His running back in the backfield with him will be, looks like it's Jonathan Pompey. At least that's what we see on the, according to the roster. He's going to look to pass on first down. Got plenty of time now, rolls to his right, and will tuck it and run and go out of bounds at the 36-yard line, a gain of 2 on the play.
Forced out by O'Shawn Neal, number 9 for Waco High, as they shot a couple linebackers there, putting a little pressure on the quarterback.
Jerome is no stranger to running with the football. He has carried the ball 53 times this year for 269 yards. 53 carries is the second most on the team. Gerard Hicks is their normal featured running back, but we don't see him in the game just yet. Now Hicks is in the game now, has the football, runs right into the backside of his tackle, and will get the ball up to maybe the 39-yard line before Waco High stops him.
Jalen Good wrapping him up there for a short gain.
And give him only 3 yards to the 39. Bring up a 3rd down and call it 4.
Ryan Daniels, number 41, coming in for Waco High at the, inside the defensive line.
Hicks, 600 yards coming into tonight's game with 10 touchdowns on the season. Jerome takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws under pressure, complete, and has it for the first down and more as he gets that out to Isaiah Butler. Tanner is tight end.
Isaiah Livingstone forcing them out after that first down.
Put it at the 48-yard line and Waco's into the field. That's a gain of 13 on the play and picks up the first down of the contest.
And the defensive line for Waco High tonight, we have number 90, Jordan Foley, number 88, Javon Bryant, and Daniels, number 41, in right now.
And Butler in motion. Read option there, and Jerome keeps the football, takes it down to the 43-yard line for a gain of 5 on the play.
Looks like Jamal Dudley Johnson along with Jamion Moore bringing him down on the tackle.
An offensive line for the Wolves, you got Brian Martinez, the center, Caden Gallegos and Connor Schultz are the guards. The tackles are Kareem Edmond and Troy Please. 1st and 10. Although we don't see 77 Please on the field right now. Once again, back to pass. Jerome looking to his left, throws across the middle. It is complete all the way down to the Waco High 15. Catch made there by Maurice Starr, their top receiver.
Tyrone Sumter was right there with him, but it's an excellent pass for a first down.
And mark it at the Waco 13-yard line. That's a pickup of 30 on the play. Handoff goes to Hicks, going around the right side, gets a lead block and gets it into the end zone for the touchdown from 13 yards out. 11th touchdown of the year for their fine running back, Gerard Hicks, a 5'9", 175-pound senior.
Coming in to kick the extra point for Shoemaker will be Antonio Butler, number 36. The holder will be Jonathan Lehman. And the D snapper will be Isaiah Butler Tanner. Points up, and it is good.
So with 7:38 left to go in the first quarter, Shoemaker draws first blood on their first possession of the first quarter, going 66 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 8 seconds to score on the 13-yard run by Gerard Hicks. 2 pass plays in the drive, one for 13 yards to Butler, one for 30 yards to Starr. They score on this basic sweep around the right side with a lead block from Jonathan Pompey to get it into the end zone. Pompey's listed as an outside linebacker, but they got him in blocking in that backfield.
Yeah, kicking off again for Shoemaker will be Antonio Butler, number 36, and deep for Waco High will be Reggie Lewis, number 1 on the far end, and number 10, Amias Irwin here on the nearer to us.
Lewis returned the opening kickoff about 35 yards to give Waco High some decent field position to start, but they had a surprise snap that caused them to lose 7 yards on their second play and just couldn't recover. Antonio Butler makes his approach. Gets it once again all the way to the goal line where Irwin's going to bring it out from 5 yards deep. Amias is into the open, gets a block on the far side, and finally gets across the 25-yard line to the 26. That's amazing that he got that far.
Torion Thomas, the last man to bring him down, junior, 5'7", 175 pounds. I'm not sure I'd have brought that ball out that deep in, but
I'm with you. Well, he got one more yard out of it as opposed to calling for a fair catch or downing it in the end zone. And able to give the Waco High offense some room to work. Amos and Smith in the backfield, both to the right of the quarterback. First time we've seen that formation. It's just a straight quarterback run for R.J. Young, who gets a couple of yards up to the 28-yard line.
he's knocked down by number 29, Josiah Riley, 5'9", 174-pound linebacker.
Second down and 8. Good look at Rodney Sims there on our sideline, our side judge. On second down, our LZ Amos coming around the right side. Only gets a yard up to the 29.
Tough slating there. Jay Hayes, number 6, 6'1", 220-pound junior, and on the tackle.
Notice a cast there on the right hand of LZ Amos, working with a broken thumb. But he's tough. He says, Dad, just put a cast on it, I'll play. Third and 7.
Yeah, this is about his 4th game that he's had that, that cast on.
Checking in at the tight end position is Xavier Galvan. Fake the handoff, pass across the middle is complete, but it's not going to be enough for the first. Got that one out to Dwayne Simmons. Simmons gets it up to the 32 for a gain of 3.
Tyrone Thomas, the safety, in on the tackle.
They'll bring up a 4th and 4. Punting situation for the Lions. Once again, it'll be Jamie and Moore back to punt.
Maurice Starr will be back to receive this punt from Waco High.
Waco High having trouble getting the punt team on the field. 3 seconds left on the play clock. Now they have to call a timeout. That's a tough way to use a timeout in the first quarter.
You know, some of the keys for Waco really tonight were, one, to be competitive in this game. No turnovers. Keep their penalties down to a minimum. I mean, less than 5. And then their offense has got to drive the ball down the field and score some points. They've got to have some long, sustained drives.
But right now it's been 3 downs and punt in both of their possessions so far. There you see a couple of the youngsters who play for the Tennyson Texans. As they're here to, there's some Brazos Gators, also part of the crowd here tonight. So after the timeout,
Maurice Starr is back again for Shoemaker at his own 42-yard line.
it's going to be into about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze. They don't come after the punt like they did the last time.
It went straight up.
It went straight up and straight down. It's going to come down at about the 29-yard line. Matter of fact, he's going to lose yardage on the punt.
Lost 3 yards on that punt. You got to keep it low into the wind.
So excellent field position for Shoemaker, getting the ball with 5:29 left to go in the first quarter and leading by a score of 7-0.
Yeah, you hate to set clean up with such great field position because they are a very athletic team on both sides of the football.
So once again, Malachi Jerome brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Jerome, a 5'9", 175-pound senior.
And everybody up, let's play green.
Sends Hicks in motion, empty backfield, looking to pass, gets under a rush, throws it out to Hicks in the flat. Hicks is going to be slung out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and it looks like we have a offside penalty against Waco High, so it's going to be 1st and 5 at the Waco 25 after the flag.
O'Shawn Neal guilty of the being offsides.
Well, he was the one in the backfield real quick. Just pulled the trigger a little early.
The linebackers today for Waco High will be O'Shawn Neal, number 9, LZ Amos, number 6, number 20, Jalen Good, and number 19, Jamion Moore.
Those looking to the sideline, their head coach Toby Foreman. Get the play here. Send 2 receivers to the right. Fake the handoff. Jerome rolls, will keep it and be tossed down when he gets to the 23-yard line. Pick up a 2 on the play.
Jamal Dudley Johnson with a nice tackle.
Bring up a 2nd down and 3. Grey Wolves doing what they can to eat as much clock, seems like, in between every play. But that's kind of what you want to do once you get a lead. You want to shorten the game as quick as you can. High snap, handoff to Hicks over the right side. He falls right into the arms of O'Shawn Neal for no gain.
Excellent defense by Waco High on that particular run. In the secondary for Waco High, we got number 8, Tyrone Sumner, number 10, Amias Irwin, number 23, Isaiah Livingstone, and number 18, Jamal Dudley Johnson.
Checking in on defense, Xavier Davis, 5'10", 225-pound senior on the defensive line. On this 3rd and 3 at the 23. Waco High looking to pull off a stop and maybe force a field goal attempt.
And Dino, here we go.
Whistle at the snap. And I believe maybe the play clock was running out, or Shoemaker decided to call a timeout. They've called their first timeout. We got 3:35 left to go in the first quarter, and both teams have used their first timeout of the half.
You know, in that last particular play right there, Waco High had everybody within 5 yards. They were totally going to sell out on that particular play.
Well, that may be the reason why they called the timeout, because they didn't have the offensive play called to be able to handle that.
You know, in talking to Coach Helt this week, he did say that they were going to probably do some more blitzing that they have been in the past, just to try to force the quarterback to make a decision quicker as opposed to just to sitting back, letting him view the defensive side when he's trying to pass the ball.
Ball's at the 23. They have to get to the 19 to pick up a first down. Full house backfield. They send a man in motion. They'll run it to the left. Hicks fumbles the football. It's bouncing around. I believe the Waco Lions are on top of it. First turnover of the game going to go the way of the Waco Lions. Coming out of the pile with the football is Jamian Moore.
He never had control of that ball at all. Just never had it in his hands, and that is a big turnover for Waco High. Stops that drive after they gave him great field position to start with, and now they see if they can get a drive to go.
Waco High gets the ball for the third time here in the first quarter with 3:29 left to go in the period, trailing by a score of 7-0. They'll start from their own 17-yard line. Pitch goes to Mason Smith. Welcome. He has some running room. Gets tripped up as he crosses the 25 and gets to the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 9 on the play.
Brought down by number 2, Michaela Esquera.
21-7 Nation Army.
Checking into the offensive side, number 80, Romeo Orta. Chandler, the lone receiver to the left. Handoff goes straight up the middle to Smith. Welcome, and he is lifted into the air and dropped.
Looked like Mark Stevens, number 28, with the tackle.
He might have got the first down. It depends on where they spot the ball, but watch this. He just gets right in the shoulders and is lifted straight up in the air. And they do get the first down on the 1-yard pickup by Smith. You know, a tackle like that, you don't expect to give up the first down.
That's exactly right. I think I would have kept my head down when I was running the ball on that one.
First down of the game for Waco High. A little confusion in the backfield. Smith Welcome gets the handoff and will only get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. There you see there's a little cross pattern there, but unable to get any yardage out of it.
Well, he was brought down by number 49, but we don't have a roster name for him.
Well, then he'd just be question mark the Mysterio. We've only got 4 different rosters for Shoemaker, and there's no 49 on any of them. Play clock running down to 5 as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They do get the play off in time, throws it on a crossing pattern, trying to get that to Chandler, but it's knocked down. I believe there to knock it down was Justice Janda.
Waco High very fortunate that he did not catch that ball because it was right in his hands.
Brings up a 3rd and 10. Michael Goner will be the receiver to the near side. Fake the handoff. Young throws in the flat. It is complete. That gets out to Simmons, and Dwayne Simmons is going to be able to pick up the first down.
Showing a nice burst of speed there by Simmons on that quick pass out to the flat. Just flat out outran the defender.
14 on the play on the pass to Simmons to pick up the second first down of the drive.
It's a nice conservative safe call, and he just flat out outran the defender with his speed.
Two receivers to the left. Send one of those receivers in motion. That's Goner. Handed off to Mason Smith. Welcome, and he'll get a couple of yards up to the 43.
Jay Haynes, number 6. A tackle there for Shoemaker.
Well, this particular drive starting out like that opening drive of the second half at Granbury, where they kept the ball for 11 minutes and ran off about 20 plays. Just a good sustained drive is what Waco High needs to establish here in the final seconds of the first quarter. LZ Amos in the backfield now. He takes the handoff, punishes one guy that tries to tackle him and carries him up to the 44-yard line for a gain of 1.
Isaac Terreras, number 21, in the tackle. Just some tough going on that, trying to do the sweep with the run, but that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That will be the final play of our first quarter with our score, Shoemaker 7 and Waco High nothing. Certainly thank you for joining us tonight for Waco High football. Lions trailing 7-0 to start the second quarter.
And here we go.
This drive started at the 17-yard line. They've moved out to their own 44. Young looking to pass, gets it away, but it's incomplete, trying to get that out to Reggie Lewis, and he was hurried on that throw.
William Thomas with the interception, sophomore, 5'9", 170-pounder.
Here we see it again. Just a little underthrown, well, maybe a little overthrown, and coming up with that interception. So each team has had a turnover, one by fumble, one by interception. Shoemaker gets the ball with 11:55 to go in the second quarter. They lead 7-0. They'll start this drive at their own 43-yard line. Jerome, the quarterback, sends a man in motion to empty the backfield. With about 4 receivers to the right of the formation. He looks, though, to the left, going down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Trying to get that one out to Maurice Starr. A good job on defense catching up to that play.
Keyshawn Waits defending for Waco, 6 foot, 180-pound senior.
2nd and 10 at the 43. Shoemaker's coming off of a bye week. Matter of fact, the last team that each one of these teams played was Red Oak. High snap, but brought down. Handoff goes to that fullback, Jonathan Pompey. Pompey gets it up to the 46 for a gain of 3.
Linebacker Jalen Good on the tackle, 6 foot, 195-pounder.
He's up a 3rd down, about 7. Wolves have only had 2 first downs so far. And he said Isaiah Butler in motion, rolling to his right. Jerome looking back to his left, now flush from the pocket. Very elusive in the backfield, gets a block. And will get across midfield, but they're going to bring it back because they're going to call that a clip in the backfield.
On that particular play, besides the clip there, as the quarterback was rolling right, they shot a receiver right across the middle of the field, but Waco High had him covered. He had nowhere to go with the ball.
Damian Dugas was chasing him down and was the victim of the blindside block. Well, I believe that's the first penalty against Shoemaker in the game so far.
That's correct.
Going to repeat third down, but it's going to be a lot further back. So they take it all the way back to the 31-yard line. Loss of 15 on the play for the blindside block.
It'll be interesting to see if he's going to bring a lot of heat on this particular play, if he's going to shoot a couple linebackers, try to make this quarterback get rid of the ball quick.
3rd and 22 with 4 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. 3-step drop, throws, and it's complete out to midfield.
Isaiah Livingston.
Take that back. It was incomplete, trying to get that out to Jonathan Lehman.
Livingston in on the defense for Waco High.
Yeah, just a little out of his reach there. So incomplete, 4th and 22. It's going to force the punt.
Reggie Lewis is deep for Waco High at his own 35-yard line.
Lewis going to let this go out of bounds on the far sideline. Not going to be a very long punt, as it's going to be out at the Shoemaker 46-yard line. So some good field position for Waco High.
Kamir Cunningham was punting for Shoemaker into the wind.
10:22 left to go, second quarter. Shoemaker leads 7-0.
That's a 14-yard punt. Sets up Waco High with their best field position of the night.
R.J. Young will have Mason Smith welcome in the backfield. Sends Goner and Reggie Lewis wide to the far side. Looking that way, gets it out to Lewis, who's hit as the ball gets there. Pretty good defense on the part of Marquise Cross there. Just looking for the quick wide receiver screen to the far side. I think they've seen that on film a time or two.
That's right, they have.
So the clock stopped with 10:18 to go, second quarter. Chandler, the receiver, to the bottom of your screen. Send Goner in motion. Hand it off to Mason Smith Welcome, who's tackled about the same time he gets the football, and is going to be dropped for a loss back to the 47.
Trayvon Woodley, defensive end, 6'2", 205-pounder.
Well, 3rd down and 11. Waco High has picked up just 2 first downs in this first half so far. Check with the offensive coordinator, Nathan Vogel, on the sideline for the play call on 3rd and 11. Whistle at the snap. Say that Waco High took a little too long to get the play in. It makes it 3rd and 16. Takes it back to Waco High's end of the field at the 48. And again, a 3rd down for Waco High, where they're behind the chains. Simmons goes in motion. Young back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws deep to the near sideline, and throws it into the crowd.
It was intended for Chandler, but he was well covered. He just didn't have anywhere to go with it. Probably made the right decision just to throw it away.
So it brings up another punting situation for the Lions.
Back deep on this punt to receive the punt will be Maurice Starr.
Jamie and Moore doing the punting.
Looked like a fake punt there.
Yep.
And had the guy there, but he just missed him.
Yep. I apologize. I just flat missed the play. It overthrew Amias Irvin, he was the intended receiver. So on the fake, it's an incomplete pass. Ball goes over on downs. First and 10 at the Shoemaker 48-yard line with 9:17 left to play in the first half.
Shoemaker coming out with a little tight offensive formation here.
Yeah, they've tightened things up. Now they're going to move everybody over to the left side. It's 3 receivers, though, to that left side. They pitch it over to Hicks, following all those receivers. And, boy, Waco High Lion got in the middle of that.
Yeah, that's Livingston.
Did a great job.
Isaiah is a 6'1", 195-pounder.
Say it's a 3-yard loss. Back to the Waco 49-yard line. It'll be second down and 13. Toby Foreman and his offensive brain trust signaling in the play. Backs to each side of Jerome in the backfield. High snap, but it's pulled down. Jerome rolling to his right, tries to flip it out in the flat to Hicks, and it's incomplete.
Excellent coverage by Waco. O'Shawn Neal was right there with the receiver and kind of in the way of the quarterback's line of sight. That's why they really throw it out in front of him and just didn't have a right angle to get it to him. A giant third down play here for Waco High.
Third and long for the Wolves.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for the work you're doing. And keep working your butt off because you are the future of the program. We have a lot of great plans for y'all.
Clock's down to 6.
I hope that you continue having
Quickly
fun
get the
in middle school, and I hope you'll join us at the high school.
offense set. Get the play off. Looking deep. Now flush from the pocket, rolling left. Now stops, pumps, throws, and it's complete at the sideline up to the 41-yard line, and Waco's into the field, but that's still going to be short of the first down.
Jalen Good putting the pressure on him to make the quarterback go ahead and throw that ball. Came up short. 21 was on the defense. Kashawn Waits for Waco.
It's going to be 4th and 3. So they picked up 10 yards on that pass play. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Jerome rolling to his left. He's going to be able to pick up the first down and goes out of bounds. It's when he gets to the 32-yard line. Picked up about 9 yards on the play. Did they throw a flag on the
They did. Jamal Dudley Johnson was the one who hit him late.
I mean, that's right at the sideline. He pushed him at the sideline. I don't know that that flag is necessary, but it's also an unnecessary push. So a personal foul will give him 15 more yards.
Yeah, that's something you can't afford to give him free 15 yards.
Moves it down to the 16-yard line. First real penalty to haunt the Lions in this one to this point.
Camarion DeGreat will be in over here at the left defensive cornerback for Waco.
Out of a full house backfield, Hicks gets the handoff and gets it across the 15 to the 14 for a 2-yard gain.
Jamion Moore with the tackle. Senior, 5'10", 215-pounder.
A bunch of different offensive players come into the game. Jonathan Lehman checks in as the wide receiver to the near side. Wide receiver on the far side is Maurice Starr. Keep an eye on him. Play clock again under 4 seconds. They're not going to get this one off in time. It's going to be a delay of game penalty. We'll move it back to the 19. But I've always contended it's easier to score from the 19 than it is from the 9. Just don't have as much field to work with. Bit of a high snap, but the handoff to Hicks, just going straight ahead behind the center.
Nowhere to go on that particular play.
Yep. Gets it back to the 17-yard line for a gain of 2.
Jamion Dugas, number 55, 6 foot, 215-pound sophomore, just stood him up right at the line.
We face a 3rd and 11 from the 17. That 15-mile-an-hour breeze out of the south that we had to start the game has calmed down to about 5 to 10. 4 receivers to the left. Jerome looking that way. Throws, and it is caught and in for the touchdown to Hicks.
They use him quite a bit. We've seen it on film where they'll just bring him right out of the backfield, and he is incredibly fast. Him and Starr, number 13, the wide receiver, they have tremendous speed.
Second touchdown of the night for Hicks. 1 rushing, 1 receiving.
Kicking the extra point will be Antonio Butler, number 36.
And it is good. 5:59 left to go in our first half. Shoemaker extends their lead to 14-0.
Waco High is going to have to, they're just flat out going to have to take this ball and score on this particular drive. They should have decent field position. Shoemaker's going to have to kick into the wind.
Took Shoemaker 3 minutes and 18 seconds to cover the 52 yards in 7 plays. To end that drive on the touchdown pass to Gerard Hicks, a 5'9", 175-pound senior.
Antonio Butler will be kicking off for Shoemaker, and back again will be Reggie Lewis, number 1, along with his counterpart, number 10, Amias Irwin. We've got number 12, Dwayne Simmons, and number 31, Michael Goner, at about their 20 to 25-yard line in case this kick is a little short. I think it won't quite go as far as he had in the first quarter when he had the wind at his back.
Kicks a squibber to the near side. Goner picks it up at the 28-yard line, gets behind some blockers, and then he's just leveled just before he gets to the 35-yard line. The football is loose, but they say he was down.
Picture perfect tackle there by number 41, Armaz Kolumpang, 5'7", 155-pounder.
Goner's get a little help from his teammates to get up off the turf. Well, I mean, great pickup by Goner here, and he tries to get behind the wall and then smashed into the turf. Waco has it at its own 35-yard line, trailing 14-0.
It's imperative that Waco High produce a drive that scores some points right now.
Jonathan Jackson, one of the linemen, leads them out onto the field. Pitch goes to Mason Smith. Welcome. He's going to be hit in the backfield. Lost back to the 32.
Marquise Cross brought him down for a loss of 3 yards.
That play just developed slowly. It needs to be a more crisp.
Yes, I agree with you.
Clock rolling with 5:20 left to go in the second quarter. Young to pass. Going to the near sideline to Chandler, and it's too far for Chandler to get to.
Torian Thomas, the safety number 23, nearly with an interception there. I think there was a little miscommunication between the quarterback and Chandler.
Yeah, I think Chandler was trying to run an out and up, and looks like the quarterback thought he was going on a fly.
Yeah, Noah Stennett's coming in for Waco High, number 33, on this 3rd down and 13.
He'll be in the backfield along with Mason Smith. Welcome. Young to pass, has protection, throws, and it's picked off.
But there's going to be holding. They were holding Reggie Lewis at about the 45-yard line. Let's see if it stands up, if I have it right.
Well, returning the interception for a touchdown is Malik Esquera. But there is a flag at the 42-yard line, as Hal pointed out. So quite possibly this is coming back for the holding penalty. Nelson Barnes will tell us all about it.
Before the pass, holding on the defense, the 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He said before the snap, but I think he meant before the interception.
That's yeah. Yeah, they grabbed Reggie's jersey, and all of a sudden it just yanked straight backwards, and that's who he was going to on the pass.
So it'll bring up a first down. That moves the ball to the 42-yard line. Waco High gets new life on the penalty, first down off a penalty. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Send a man in motion. Hand it off to Smith. Welcome. Tries to cut it back inside. Loses a yard back to the 41.
Kristen Kent Easter, 6'3", 295-pounder, in on the tackle, number 56. Waco High having a hard time running the ball tonight. It's a big defensive line that Shoemaker has.
Michael Goner checks into the offensive huddle. He'll be one of the receivers along with Dwayne Simmons and Reggie Lewis, all three to the right of the formation. The handoff goes to Mason Smith. Welcome. A flag comes in where you normally see holding. He's able to scramble his way up to the 44-yard line, but let's see if that'll hold. Yep. Minus 10.
Travion Woodley was in on the tackle, but the penalty negates that play.
So right now they're 4 yards behind where they originally took this possession. But they are facing a 2nd and 21. They have to get all the way to the Shoemaker 48 to pick up a new series of downs. Young throws across the middle, complete to Chandler. Chandler in the open, gets a block down the far side. Can he outrun the Grey Wolves? At least he can do so down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 13.
Justin Janda, number 20, was the last guy to stop him, or he was gone. Marcus Chandler has tremendous speed for Waco. Sets them up in great field position here with plenty of time, and they do need to score to get this game very competitive again.
56 yards on the pitch and catch from Young to Chandler. Marcus Chandler, 6'2", 190-pound senior. He has been one of their most effective weapons this year. Hand off to Mason Smith. Welcome. Stays on his feet. Takes it inside the 5, down to about the 2.
Michaela Esquera with the tackle for Shoemaker.
Gain of 11 for Mason Smith. Welcome has him at the doorstep. Trying to get within a touchdown before intermission.
When you have a big play, it just gets you more excited and pumped up to produce maybe more than you're capable of, and they need to go ahead and pound this ball in for a touchdown.
Javier Galvan and Romeo Orta check into the offensive line. There's extra beef there. Hand off to Mason Smith. Welcome. Sidesteps one would-be tackler and gets it to the 1-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and goal.
Number 22, Smith on the carry. The number of Grey Wolves on that tackle. 2nd down and goal from the 1.
7th play of the drive. It was kept alive by a defensive holding penalty on 3rd down. It was almost derailed, though, by an offensive holding penalty. Mason Smith, welcome. Once again, gets hit as soon as he is handed the football. He's going to lose one back to the 2. Offensive line needs to find some blocks here and open a hole for the running back.
Travion Woodley on the tackle, number 24. Shoemaker's just totally selling out. They're bringing the whole house. Waco High may have to do a fake to the run back, maybe hit a receiver or a tight end.
Well, the play clock is down inside 7 seconds. I believe we're going to get a timeout here. Sure enough, they do call the timeout with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to go. And the second quarter, Waco High trailing 14-0, but knocking at the door.
Well, absolutely. This is 2 plays to get him for a touchdown. He's not going to kick a field goal.
No.
They absolutely will have 2 shots at it. Just try to pick their best 2 plays, preferably on this play here. And all of a sudden we can have a really, really close game again.
Sign there in support of Dante Ward, the Pancake King. I don't know if that means if he gets a pancake block or if he likes to eat pancakes on Saturday morning.
6'2", 310 pounds.
I'll vote for door number 2.
Junior offensive lineman. He is probably the biggest player that Waco High has. Had an injury occurred last week in the game up against Red Oak.
Now the Waco offensive line operating without one of their top offensive linemen, Kelvin Young, 6'2", 310-pound junior, on the sideline for this game.
He's brought in LZ Amos at the fullback position.
See if Amos can ram it in here. Fake the handoff, throwing the flat is incomplete, trying to get it out to Reggie Lewis, who came in motion behind the line of scrimmage.
I think they had him open, it's just a lack of execution on that particular play. Michael Goner, number 31, coming in for Waco High.
9th play of the drive that started at the Waco 35. 4th and goal from the 2 with 1:39 left to go second quarter. Waco High trying to get within a score. Young rolls to his right, looking to pass under pressure, throws, and it's complete to Simmons, but right at the goal line. I mean, he is just shy of the goal line, and the Grey Wolves are going to hold, but they're going to take over offensively at the half-yard line.
Great defensive series by Shoemaker to hold Waco High out of the goal touchdown. Big emotional lift for Shoemaker, and that hurts for Waco High.
They had it for 4 minutes and 25 seconds, but come up with nothing after the 9-play drive. And Simmons was in the end zone but came out of the end zone to make the catch and was tackled as soon as he caught the football. Waco High does have 1 timeout left. I don't know if they'll use it. Shoemaker just trying to get out of the shadow of their goal line. I mean, the back end of the football is
that
4 inches from the goal line.
Right.
Jerome in his own end zone will take the snap.
It's not going to get anything on that particular.
Maybe a half yard to the 1, and that's it.
Whole host of Waco High defenders.
We're going to call it 2nd and 9 at the 1. Clock is rolling. They'll at least have to snap it one more time if Waco High decides not to call a timeout. Look like they're going to just eat as much clock as they can here. Take the snap. Jerome looking to pass. Comes across the middle. And it is complete out to the 11-yard line.
That's Hicks Maddox again with the reception.
Got it out to Hicks. Picked up the first down.
Yeah, they've got him slotted out in the left side in the slot position.
Clock rolls under 35 seconds now. Play clock is down to 12 as they still look to the far sideline for the play, and now Toby Foreman's going to call a timeout. So they got one more left. Each team has one timeout left with just 21 seconds left to play in the first half.
Well, we'll see if he's a riverboat gambler or if he's just going to take a knee and go to halftime up 2 scores.
The youngster from Brazos Middle School. They're looking to be Waco Lions in the near future. We celebrate middle school night here at Waco ISD Stadium. And many of the middle school bands here as well. So 1st and 10 at the 11.
Waco High's got 3 defenders back on their own 35-yard line.
Try to make sure that they don't get anybody by them. LC Amos, the deepest of them all. Hicks in the backfield with Jerome. Takes the handoff, going to the left. Will be bumped out of bounds when he gets to the 28-yard line with 15 seconds left on the clock.
Knocking him out was Isaiah Livingstone.
Pick up a 17 for Hicks. He's been a workhorse. Another first down for the Grey Wolves. Toby Foreman still working on the offense here. He can maybe get off in 2 more plays. He does still have a timeout in his pocket. We'll send 2 receivers to the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff goes to Hicks. Hicks bounces it around the left side. Going to be tackled with a 1-yard gain to the 29. And
Jamion Moore, number 19.
They decide that that's going to be the last play of our first half. So after the first 24 minutes, our score is Colleen Shoemaker, 14, and the Waco High Lions, nothing. Stay tuned. Our halftime activities coming up in a moment.
Do you know what sports is?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good for you. Now you can join our all-exclusive sports channel. What kind of sports? All the sports, such as sports, and more sports. Who's playing the sports? You.
Me?
Waco High Lions.
Scan the QR code to follow us on YouTube.
Senior football players of Waco High School appreciate all the educators who have gotten into this point. We'd like to give their thanks to the quality teachers for all their help. Tyrone Sumter, Coach Derek Scott, Romeo Orta, Mr. Heller, T.J. McKern, Ms. Crystal Jones, Reggie Lewis, Jr., Reggie Lewis, Sr., Robert Wireman, Ms. Winter, Roberto Garcia, Ms. Shannon Jones, Michael Connor, Coach Eric Alvarez, Keyshawn Waits, Mr. Tull, Marcus Chandler, Mr. Tull, Xavier Davis, Mr. Tull, Javion Moore, Mr. Tull, Lauren Foley, Coach Ben Hayden, Ryan Sherman, Coach Anthony Sutter, Javon Bryant, Coach Anthony Sutter, Xavier Amos, Mr. Mayfield, Alex Gonzalez, Coach McGill, and Willis. Congratulations to our teachers. Give them a hand. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you will turn your attention to midfield, we would like to recognize very special guests to the Waco ISD Stadium. 75 years ago, on a very chilly Christmas day, the Waco Tigers defeated the Amarillo Sandys at TCU Stadium to win the Texas High School State Football Championship. We are very fortunate to welcome two of the players from that team. Please welcome Mr. Bill Grisendorf and Mr. Floyd Miller, members of the 1948 state champion Waco High Tigers, the last Waco High team to win a state football championship. Congratulations to these gentlemen. Congratulations to the 1948 state champion. Please give these people a hand. Congratulations.
Waco High School is proud to present the Scarlet Line Drill Team under the direction of LaShonda Gaines. Scarlet Line officers are Captain Giselle Talavera, Co-Captain Gabriela Vasquez. Congratulations to the Dancer of the Week, Gabriela Vasquez, and Spirit Member of the Week, Giselle Talavera. The Scarlet Line team will be performing a routine to the Fits and the Tantrums hit, Hand Clap. And now, Waco High School proudly presents the 2023 Lion Pride Marching Band. The 2023 Waco High Band is under the direction of Tyler Sage, Michelle Nelson, and Austin Lemons. Percussion is instructed by Adrian Rodriguez. The color guard is instructed by Michelle Michaelwitz. Visual instructors are Victor Boswell, Spencer Childers, Jeremiah Cabrera, Amber Meeks, and Jordan Meza. Tonight, the Lion Pride Band will be performing their 2023 competition show of Light and Shadow, featuring the music of Stephen Renicky. Drum majors Ryan Montanez and Genesis Romero. Is your band ready? Lion Pride Band, take the field in performance. 2023 Lion Pride Band would like to thank you for your attention this evening and wish the Shoemaker Wolfpack Band safe travels and a great performance at UIL Region Marching Contest on Saturday. Thank you to our middle school bands for performing with us tonight, and good luck on your auditions and performances this year. Thank you to all of our band parents, you rock, for their continued support of the fine arts programs in Waco ISD. The band would like to thank all of our Waco ISD school board members and administration, Superintendent Dr. Susan Kincannon, and Waco High Principal Serla Magruder. Special thanks to Fine Arts Director Larry Carpenter and Administrative Assistant Susan Ramon for their continual support of the Waco ISD Fine Arts. Let's hear it one more time for the 2023 Waco High School Lion Pride Band.
Bounce pass almost knocked away from Billups. Gets it over to Edwin. Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities here at Waco ISD Stadium. Two teams have made their way from the locker room, getting ready for our second half of action. The Shoemaker Grey Wolves with a 14-0 lead at halftime. Statistics pretty much show that as well, as they have 7 first downs to 4 first downs for the Lions. They have 130 yards of total offense on 23 offensive snaps against 97 total yards for Waco High on 27 snaps. They have mixed it up pretty good through the air and on the ground. 15 rushing plays for 48 yards for the Grey Wolves. They are 6 of 8 passing for 82 yards. Waco High 15 carries, just 18 yards off those 15 rushes, and 5 of 12 passing for 79 yards. Each team has turned the ball over once. One on an interception for Waco High, a fumble by the Grey Wolves. Waco High has been penalized 4 times for 35 yards. Shoemaker 3 times for 25 yards. Time of possession belongs to the Lions at 13 minutes and 27 seconds to 10 minutes and 33 seconds for the Grey Wolves. Leading rusher in the game right now is Gerard Hicks, 8 carries, 35 yards. Malachi Jerome has carried it 5 times for 10 for the Grey Wolves for Waco High. Tough sledding for Mason Smith. Welcome tonight. 11 yards on 11 carries. R.J. Young has completed 5 passes, 2 of those to Marcus Chandler for 63 yards. Malachi Jerome, I mentioned 6 of 8 passing. Most of those have gone to Gerard Hicks out of the backfield, 3 of those for 29 yards. Well, that's our first half stats. Waco High will get the ball to start the second half.
We got Alberto Rodriguez, number 42, kicking off for Waco. Shoemaker's got their fastest 2 guys back to receive this kickoff. Number 5, Gerard Hicks Maddox, and number 13, Maurice Starr.
Shoemaker won the toss and elected to defer, so they'll take the ball here in the second half. From the 26-yard line, is bumped out of bounds is Jonathan Lehman, one of their wide receivers, gets it out up to the 33-yard line. That'll bring out the Shoemaker offense led by their quarterback Malachi Jerome. Gerard Hicks is his running back. Wide receivers include Isaiah Butler, Maurice Starr, Kamari Balfour, and Tyreek Wade. Working behind the offensive line of center Brian Martinez. Guards Caden Gallegos and Connor Schultz, and the tackles Kareem Edmond and Troy Please. From the 33, they send a man in motion. That's Hicks. Hicks cuts it back inside, slides through a couple of would-be tacklers, stays on his feet across the 45, up to the 47-yard line for a 17-yard pickup.
LZ Amos in on the tackle, and you can see that speed. A couple of the Waco guys were right there. He just ran right by him. He's just very quick running back.
14 yards on the pickup for Hicks. What a first down. I imagine the Wolves will keep it mostly on the ground here in the second half with a 2-touchdown lead. He's back to pass. And has it complete out to Hicks. Hicks across the 30 down to about the 25-yard line before Waco Lions gather around him.
Isaiah Livingstone along with Kamarian DeGreat in on the tackle.
28-yard pickup on that pitch and catch for another first down to the Waco 25. Hicks 4 catches now for 57 yards. Got a lot of all-purpose yardage tonight. Jerome Keeps has plenty of running room, headed for the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown. Third touchdown of the year for their quarterback, Malachi Jerome. He goes in for the final 25 yards of a 3-play drive. Extra point on its way, and it's good. 10 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in our third quarter, and Colleen Shoemaker has extended its lead to 21-0. Took 1 minute and 15 seconds to cover the 67 yards in just 3 plays. 2 big gainers in that, the pass to Hicks for 28 yards and the final 25-yard touchdown by Malachi Jerome.
Back to receive this kick for Waco High will be Reggie Lewis, number 1, Amias Irwin, number 10. Antonio Butler will kick it off for Shoemaker. Yeah, on that last possession, Shoemaker just went to their speed to get to the outside and try to get some big gainers, which they did.
Antonio Butler getting ready to kick it off. He of the blue shoes. I don't know what he's waiting on. Everybody's ready to go. Play clock's down to 15.
They reset the play clock.
It got to bounce once. Picked up by Amias Irwin. Across the 15 to the 20. That's where he's finally squared up and reaches out to about the 26-yard line.
William Thomas, 5'9", 170-pound sophomore on the tackle.
They got it spotted at the 26. Waco High gets the ball for the first time here in the second half. Nice effort by Amias Irwin to get that out just past the 25. R.J. Young, 6'2", 205-pound quarterback. Have Mason Smith welcome in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to each side. Sends one in motion. Hands it off to the motion man. Tries to cut it back inside and nowhere to go for Amias Irwin. Excuse me, that was Simmons. It is Irwin, number 10.
Josiah Riley, 5'9", 174-pound junior on the tackle.
Lost a yard back to the 25. He's up a second down, 11. Waco High offense keeps playing behind the chains. Reggie Lewis, the wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. Handoff, fake the handoff, pass across the middle is complete. That's to Simmons. Wayne Simmons gets it up to the 29-yard line for a gain of 4.
Isaac Terreras wrapping him up.
He's up a 3rd down and 7 at the 29. Marcus Chandler will be the wide receiver on the left-hand side. Simmons in the slot on that way. Fake the handoff. Just getting rid of the ball as Young was under pressure. Just didn't have time to get the ball out. I guess he was trying to get it to Smith Welcome in the flat.
Yeah, Thompson, 16, was putting a lot of A lot of heat. He didn't have quite enough time to set that pass play up correctly. A lot of pressure being applied by Shoemaker.
So 3 downs and punt for the Waco offense coming out here in the third quarter, trailing 21-0 now after trailing 14-0 at halftime.
Jamion Moore punting the ball. Maurice Starr back to receive it. Blocked.
Punt is blocked. Picked up and into the end zone with it is Malachi Esquera. I believe it was number 19, Dylan Keys, who got the block. Here we'll see it on the replay. Keys picks it up and runs it in for the score. Actually, it's number 18 that got the block. That was Marquise Cross. So special teams comes up with a score for the Grey Wolves with 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Antonio Butler to try the extra point.
And he tacks it onto the board. So exactly 9 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And then the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, the Shoemaker Grey Wolves have matched the number of points they scored in the first half.
That's not the way Waco High wanted to come out in the second half to try to establish some offense. Special teams have been, punting game has been difficult sometimes.
Got to play all 3 phases of the game. Shoemaker comes through in the special teams to block the punt and run it in from about 25 yards out.
Shoemaker will kick off again from the 40-yard line. Antonio Butler will be kicking it off. Waco High will send back Reggie Lewis, number 1, and number 10, Amias Irwin. Dwayne Simmons, number 12, along with Michael Goner, number 31, at about their 20-yard line.
Again, we have a south breeze coming in at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll be at the back of the Grey Wolves here in the third quarter. We'll squib this one down the middle of the field. Picked up at about the 17-yard line. Reggie Lewis trying to bounce it outside. We'll get it up to the 26-yard line, and that's as far as he'll get.
Brought down by the mysterious man, number 49. We don't have a name for him, nothing on the roster. Looked like the kicker, when he kicked it, he slipped and fell down. That's why that ball never got airborne.
Just did a good job of avoiding tacklers for the most part to get it out to the 26, where Waco High offense will have the ball for the second time. Have a penalty on the play, apparently. Had a personal foul called on Noah Stinnett, which moves it back 15 yards. Wow. Takes him all the way back to the 13-yard line. So that's a half a distance to the goal. Can't have those kind of penalties. Handoff up the middle to Mason Smith. Welcome, maybe his best gainer of the night. Gets it out to the 22.
Jay Haynes, number 6, senior 6'1", 220-pounder with the tackle for Shoemaker.
Actually gave him a first down out to the 23, so a 10-yard pickup for Mason Smith. Welcome.
Gave him a nice little hole, and he was able to pop that run up for 10 yards.
He's had just the second time he's had a double-figure run. He had an 11-yard run earlier. Fake the handoff. Pass is incomplete over the head of Marcus Chandler, who's triple teamed.
Yeah, that might not have been the best decision there to throw that ball into triple coverage.
Well, they were trying to maybe get that to develop quickly, but Grey Wolves were all over that.
It's a good idea, though, trying to go to Chandler. He is your best receiver.
Absolutely. Gets a lot of yards after catch. Play clock under 10 as they get the play in. Young drops back, steps up in the pocket, will run with it, and then falls down at the 25-yard line. Pickup of 2 for Young. He's up 3rd and 8. Connor and Simmons will be the inside receivers on each side. Jen Smith welcome in motion. And a whistle at the snap. See what the meaning of the flag is, a procedure call on a false start. Brings up the 3rd down and 13. Once again, outside the chains. Back at the 20.
Killeen continues to substitute several different players on their defensive side of the football. Long 3rd and 13 for Waco High.
Straight drop back. Young has time. Now lets it fly. Or, excuse me, he pump faked me and everybody else. Holds on to the football.
Woodley, number 24, for the tackle for Killeen. Shoemaker.
They mark him down at the 18-yard line. A loss of 2 on the play.
Jamie Moore will be punting from his own 5-yard line.
You see the replay. That's the pump fake that caught me and the cameraman, and he goes down. Here's the punt.
Just a low liner.
He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Then Shoemaker's into the field with 6:13 left to go, 3rd quarter. Lane Shoemaker with a 28-0 lead on the Waco Lions.
33-yard punt by Jamie Moore.
On the Shoemaker 49. Going to stay with Malachi Jerome, their junior quarterback. And in the backfield with him will be Jonathan Pompey. He rolls to his right, looking downfield, throws in the flat, in and out of the hands of his intended target, Jonathan Lehman.
Waco High had that play well defended.
He held on to the ball for a long time, looking for something to develop downfield, and then finally went to a safety valve and couldn't get that one complete. Stops the clock with 6:07 left to go, 3rd quarter.
Their best receiver, Maurice Starr, has been held kind of in check tonight.
Send Hicks in motion to the right side. Throws across the middle on a screen pass. That's complete to that fullback, Pompey.
O'Shawn Neal wrapping him up.
Picks up the 1st down at the 38-yard line, and Waco's into the field. Picked up 13 on the play. Back to the line of scrimmage. Again, looking to pass. Has this one complete to Lehman, and Lehman has it inside the 15 down to about the 11.
Isaiah Livingstone, number 23, tackling him at the 10-yard line.
They mark it at the 11. That's a 27-yard pickup And another first down.
Well, with the big lead that Shoemaker has, they're able to open up their offense and operate freely at this point.
Play clock under 8 as they break the huddle and get the play in. Jerome looking to pass, goes to the flat, has wide open, complete to Hicks for his 3rd touchdown of the night, 2nd receiving.
Some blown coverage there by Waco High on the defensive side. Coming in to try the extra point for Shoemaker will be Antonio Butler. The holder will be Jonathan Lehman. Number 10, deep snapper Isaiah Butler Tanner.
Kick is good. 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Grey Wolves of Shoemaker have extended their lead to 35-0 with 21 points here in the 3rd quarter.
Waco High defense really not offering up a lot of resistance here early in the second half. Of course, one of those touchdowns was on a block punt. But it's up to the offense. They've got to get a long drive going. They've got to get something positive going on offensively. They need to get a score. Reggie Lewis going deep, number 1, along with Amias Irwin, number 10. Antonio Butler will be kicking off for Shoemaker.
Grey Wolves have scored every time they've touched the football here in the 3rd quarter. Butler, a 5'10", 165-pound senior, makes his approach. This one will take bounces down to about the 8-yard line where it's picked up by Amias Irvin, and he is wrapped up when he gets to about the 11, and that's it.
Torian Thomas, number 23 for Shoemaker, making the wrap up on the Amias Irwin.
Irwin's had some good returns tonight, but that one was not one of the better ones. A little frustrated there, I believe. R.J. Young will have Reggie Lewis in the backfield along with Mason Smith. Welcome. Hands it off to Lewis. Lewis cuts it back inside and is folded up when he gets to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 5 for Lewis on the play.
Dante Cuthbert, 5'7", 230-pound defensive lineman on the tackle.
Don't see Reggie Lewis carry the football often. Usually he's at the end of a reception. That's just his 3rd carry of the year for a grand total of 4 yards now. Hand off to Mason Smith. Welcome, going over left guard. Gets it up to about the 26-yard line.
Josiah Riley, number 29.
Excuse me, that's the 17-yard line he got to.
Along with number 49, no name 49, we call him, for Shoemaker.
About 2 yards on the play, brings up 3rd down and 5. Looking to pass, pump fake, is going to get sacked.
Jay Haynes, number 6, in on the tackle for Shoemaker. That's going to force Waco to punt the ball away.
Also be back to the 13. A loss of 4. 4th and 9. From the 13.
Jamion Moore will be punting for Waco, and back again, Maurice Starr at Waco's 40-yard line.
Gets the punt away this time. Starr watches it bounce, takes a Shoemaker bounce and killed by Waco High somewhere around the 30-yard line. Didn't even get it out of their end of the field.
It's going to be a 16-yard punt.
2:55 left to go. Shoemaker pretty much at point blank range here at the Waco 29-yard line. See if Toby Foreman wants to give any of his reserves some playing time here with a 5-touchdown lead. Still have Hicks and.
Yeah, he's got his starters in still.
Yep. Jerome steps up in the pocket, throws long for the end zone, and it's incomplete, trying to get that out to Maurice Starr. Did notice in the stats that when they pass the ball, they do like to spread it around. They've used 9 different receivers this year. In their last game against Red Oak, they threw to 6 different receivers.
Put a little extra pressure on them on that last play, and that forced them to overthrow that pass, the 40-yard pass. But they put a little extra heat on him, and he got rid of that a little quicker than he wanted to.
3 receivers to the right. Hand off in the backfield. Once again, that's Pompey.
LZ Amos wrapping him up.
Takes it down to the 23-yard line for a gain of 6. Say it's 3rd down and 4 at the 23.
They do have their second-string quarterback in. He's a tailback for them, number 8.
He does more than just quarterback. It's Tyreek Wade, a sophomore, 6 foot 170. Now a whistle at the snap. False start. Moves it back 5 yards. Takes it back to the 28 with 2 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Jerome takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws a little low, trying to get that to his receiver on the far side, trying to get that to Lehman, and Lehman unable to come up with it.
A late flag coming in here. For sure they were holding number 9 for Waco High from the defensive end side, O'Shawn Neal. Their tackle grabbed him and threw him to the ground. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you decline this penalty and make it 4th down and 8. There you see head coach Lyndon Helt out beyond the numbers talking to our official, Nelson Barnes, making a decision as to what to do here. Good decision.
Absolutely. No need to give him 2 shots at it.
No.
From 4th and 18. Or 3rd and 18, I mean. Instead, just make it 4th and 9.
You don't see Starr on the field right now. I was looking for him. Oh, the bad snap. Jerome able to pick it up, just flings it deep and unable to get it to anyone. He just threw that out of bounds to kill the play, but it's going to go over on downs to Waco High.
Well, we got a flag down here. I think Waco High was offsides.
That is the call, offsides on Waco High, so they'll get another chance. Back at 4th and 3. Well, this is a makeable first down for the Grey Wolves with 1:21 left to go, third quarter. They're on top 35-0 after leading 14-0 at half. Empty backfield now. Jerome looking to his left, throws underneath. That's complete to Isaiah Butler. Butler will be very close to the first down at the 19-yard line.
LZ Amos with the tackle. Feel fairly confident if LC was able to use both of his arms that 14 would not have made that first down.
They do give him the first down on the pass to Butler for 4 yards. Again, this drive started at the Waco 29 after a 16-yard punt. Pompey has the football. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Jamion Dugas with the tackle.
And Willie Thomas in the backfield blocking for him that time. First time we've seen Thomas on the field in the game.
I think they'll wait, run it down, and go to the fourth quarter.
Sounds like a good idea to me. That is the end of our third quarter of play with Colleen Shoemaker leading the Waco Lions by a score of 35-0. That gives us a chance to acknowledge our Leaping Lions production crew working the game tonight. Many thanks to the young folks manning the cameras, the audio, replay, and all that. That includes Josh Pena, Ivan Martinez, Chris Chapman, Jarvis Wilson, and Diana Mondragal. Certainly appreciate your efforts tonight. The folks at Leaping Lions Productions under the direction of their instructor, Will Burney. "12 minutes left of this one. Waco High needing to put on a furious comeback, down 5 touchdowns. Only trailed by 2 scores at half, but Shoemaker took advantage of a blocked punt for a score in the third quarter and put a couple of more scores on the board offensively to up their lead to 35-0. And knocking on the door here at the Waco 20-yard line. Jerome throws it in the flat out to Pompey. Pompey breaks a couple of tackles and takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line.
LZ Amos with the last man to stop him as he went through a couple Waco High defenders on about the 7-yard line.
Pickup of 21 on the play. Down to the 2 where it'll be first and goal for the Shoemaker Grey Wolves. They go to a full house backfield. Looking to pass in the flat, and it's picked off. Headed the other way with it is Keyshawn Waits, and Waits will finally be brought down at about the 41-yard line. I mean, that was just thrown right into his hands.
Outstanding defensive effort there by number 21. Keyshawn Waits. Yeah, that was a bad pass, absolutely. I don't know what he was looking for. Surprised they didn't run the ball, but that's a good jolt there of energy there for Waco High. Maybe they can take this ball in 42 and sustain a drive and get some, get some points on the board.
Second turnover of the night that goes Waco High's way. Got it all the way out to the 42-yard line in their end of the territory. They get it with 11:41 left to go in the contest, trailing 35-0. R.J. Young sends Chandler in motion. He heads back the opposite way. Nice hole over the left side from Mason Smith Welcome to get it up to the 47-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play.
He's finally brought down by Josiah Riley, number 29.
Checking some of those numbers on defense. Looks like first team defense still out there for the Grey Wolves.
Absolutely, they're out there still.
Reggie Lewis goes in motion. The snap is they hand it off to Smith Welcome. He's going to lose a yard back to the 46.
Jay Haynes wrapping him up right there at the line of scrimmage. Absolutely. Got a ton of penetration against that Waco High offensive line.
Get the play in. Send 2 receivers to each side. And before Young has a chance to look back to his left, he is snowed under at the 40-yard line, a loss of 6.
Yeah, Travion Woodley, 6'2", 205-pound junior. Young had no chance on that play.
Brings up a 4th down and 12. And just no chance to get rid of the football. He was looked to his right. By the time he looked back left, he saw nothing but white jerseys.
Shoemaker's not even bringing anybody back deep. Jamion Moore will be punting. Now here comes Starr. No, it's not Starr, it's number 10, Jonathan Lehman.
Whistle at the snap. Delay a game against Waco High. A 5-yard penalty and move it back to the 35.
Should be on. Please put your hats on. Hats should be on.
High snap. They rush the punter, but he gets it away.
Great bounce.
Does take a Waco High roll inside the 20 and finally goes out of bounds. 17. 9 minutes, 10 seconds is left to go in this one. Shoemaker has the ball. And a 35-0 lead.
48 yards on that punt. Longest punt of the evening for either team.
Yep. Well, you got to believe that Tovey Foreman's thinking over there, Mel, we can just run out the clock, just slowly move it down the field.
I'll be interested to see if he puts in his second string quarterback.
They have rolled up 54 points in the game this year. They beat Colleen Ellison 54-6. That was 2 games ago. Again, they came in 3-3 on the year.
Yeah, they've got their second team in there. They've taken their best back and their best receiver off the field.
On the read option, it's going to be the quarterback, Tyreek Wade, that holds on to the football.
Knocked down by LZ Amos.
Going to get up to the 22-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play for Wade.
Got Kristen Dowdy, number 97, at the nose guard position for Waco. 49, Xavier Davis is also in at the left defensive end spot.
Wade hands it off to Thomas. Thomas comes around the left side, gets across the 30 and has maybe first down yardage up to the 32.
LZ Amos knocking him down along with Tyrone Sumter.
Willie Thomas with the carry for 10 yards and a first down. For Thomas, that's just his 9th carry of the year for 74 yards now. Fake the handoff to Pompey. Wade keeps, breaks it around the left side, and will be pushed out of bounds when he gets to the 41.
LZ Amos knocking him out of bounds.
Pickup of 9 on the play. Should bring up a second down and 1. Oh, they gave him the first down up to the 42, pardon me. That's what I get for spotting the ball myself. Wade gives it to Thomas. Excuse me, Wade kept the ball. Gets it up to the 45-yard line.
Once again, LZ Amos, he's playing really hard tonight for Waco High, number 6.
Wade picks up 3 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 7.
Starters come back in at the defensive line for Waco. Foley along with Dugas. We got Bryant also in, number 88.
Still is the number 1 offensive line for the Grey Wolves. Just brought in the second team skill position players to throw in the flat on the wide receiver screen. That is complete to Brandon Logan. Logan gets it up to the Waco High 48-yard line.
Cameron DeGreat, number 15, knocking him down at the ankles.
Picked up another first down on the 7-yard pickup to Logan. Logan in limited action. That's just his 3rd carry or 3rd catch of the season. Fake the handoff. Wade continues with it. Going to be dropped for a loss this time. Matter of fact, they throw a flag. There may be a face mask in there. So he was brought down back at the Shoemaker 49-yard line.
Yeah, the infraction's going to be on Javion Bryant, number 88.
So it is 15 yards. And a first down by way of penalty. 3rd first down in this drive. Moves you to the Waco High 33-yard line. Clock continues to roll with 6:15 left to go. Shoemaker on top, 35-0. Wade has 2 backs in the backfield with him. Sends one of those backs in motion to the right side. Play clock reaches 0. Did they call a timeout before the... They did call the timeout before the clock ran out. So first charge timeout of the half with 5:53 left to go. Colleen Shoemaker, 35-0 over Waco High.
Well, you know, when your team is up 35-0, that's the best time to get some of your second teamers some experience because, you know, you're just one play at any position from being going from a second string to a starter. And you need to get that game experience on either side of the ball for either of these teams.
Waco High still has its open date ahead of them on the schedule next week. Then they will finish off with Cleburne and Killeen. Shoemaker, meanwhile, next week takes on Cleburne, then goes to Killeen and finishes off at Granbury.
Xavier Davis, number 49, along with number 97, Christian Dowdy, in on the defensive line for Waco.
1st and 10 from the 33.
Sure, I guess it's right time like the president. Y'all want to do one? Okay, y'all know what you're going to play this time?
Nelson Barnes says there's a false start on the play. So that'll take it to 1st and 15. Back in the 38.
Got number 41, Brian Daniels, in at left defensive end for Waco.
Sophomore quarterback Tyreek Wade went to the sideline to get the play, brought it back to the huddle. Hands it off to Thomas. Thomas bounces out the left side inside the 25-yard line and will pick up the first down at the 22.
Isaiah Livingstone, the last man that could bring him down, or else he was going for the touchdown. Just a slow, methodical drive by the clean Shoemaker here late in the 4th quarter.
Started with 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the game, and it's down to 5:30 and counting. They got a first down at the Waco 22 after that 16-yard pickup for Thomas. Thomas 23 yards on just 2 carries so far. Thomas faked the handoff to Thomas. Wade keeps it. He's headed for the end zone. He's going to be pumped out of bounds at the, well, they say he got into the end zone. Just did get it inside the pylon at the front. Tyreek Wade gets into the end zone from 22 yards away.
78-yard drive. Kicking the extra point will be Antonio Butler, number 36. The holder will be Jonathan Lehman.
Second rushing touchdown of the year for Tyreek Wade. Extra point is put on the board. 5:03 left to go in this one. Shoemaker extends its lead to 42-0 thanks to a 22-yard touchdown run by backup quarterback Tyreek Wade. Seven plays to cover 83 yards. Took 4 minutes and 7 seconds to do it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Coach Helt will give his second-string quarterback a shot here late in the game.
That's Hudson Harp.
Reggie Lewis, number 1, will be back along with number 10, Amias Irwin, as they await the kick from Antonio Butler. He's been quite busy tonight.
He may need to rest his toe.
We've got Dwayne Simmons, number 12, along with his counterpart, 31, Michael Goner, on about the 20-yard line.
And everybody up. Number 15, Mahesong.
Shoots this one toward Goner at the 24-yard line. Goner bouncing around, going to end up being swarmed by white shirts of the Grey Wolves. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Yeah, he's knocked down by number 11, Brendan Logan. Yeah, on those squib kicks, you're better off just go straight ahead and get as much as you can and then set up 1st and 10 for Waco High.
Offensive coordinator Nathan Vogel has his offense gathered at the 25-yard line.
Okay, he is going to bring in.
Yep, sends a Hudson Harp out as the quarterback with LZ Amos to one side, Reggie Lewis to the other. Sends a man in motion, hands it off to Amos. Amos gets over right tackle and Takes it out to almost the 36-yard line.
Knocked down by Justice Janda. Duzzy Amos is a load to bring down. If he gets some open space, he is a tough runner for Waco.
Picked up 9 yards on the carry. LZ came into the game 376 yards on 31 carries and 3 touchdowns. Fake the handoff. Hudson Harkness has to fall on it as he lost the grip on it. The game, they lose it back down to the 29-yard line. That's a loss of 7 on the play.
You know, those mistakes they're tough on the Waco High offense because it's not a quick strike offensive team.
Marcus Chandler, wide receiver at the hash marks to the left. Reggie Lewis goes in the slot to the right side. Harp looking to pass, gets it away. It's incomplete, trying to get it to Lewis over the middle.
He was under heavy pressure there.
I'm surprised he was able to get the pass away. You see, he's just swallowed up there by white shirts. Had to get rid of it. That stops the clock with 3:35, forces Waco to punt once again.
Jonathan Lehman, number 10, is back for Shoemaker. Jamion Moore will be punting the ball.
Wolves showing the possibility of trying to block the punt. They've already blocked one today. This punt's going to take a Shoemaker roll after it hits and going to be killed at the 34-yard line and Waco's into the field. Grand total of 5 yards there.
5 yards on that punt.
Shoemaker has 3 minutes and 24 seconds to roll off the clock to pick up their 4th win of the season against 3 losses and move their district record to 2-3. Fortunately, looks like Waco High is going to fall to 1-8 on the year. Make that 1-7 on the year. And winless so far in district play. Wade once again in at quarterback. Hands it off to the motion man coming around. That's Dylan Keys. Keys had a scoop and score earlier in the game on a blocked punt.
He's wrapped up by 21, Keyshawn Waits.
Picked up 3 yards on the play.
We got an injured player down too for Waco. It is Keyshawn Waits.
He had a big interception earlier that stopped a potential scoring opportunity for the Grey Wolves as he intercepted it right at the goal line and returned it out to the 41-yard line. Being attended to by the training staff. Shoemaker scored on their very first possession of the game, took the lead 7-0 with 7:38 left to go in the first quarter. They added one more first half touchdown to go into the locker room ahead 14-0. Then they put on a third quarter blitz. They took the opening kickoff of the second half, 67 yards in just 3 plays to up their lead at 21-0. They got the block punt that was turned into a score to go up 28-0. They followed that on the next possession with an 11-yard pass to Hicks to go up 35-0. And then just recently completed a 22-yard drive or 22-yard touchdown run by Wade on a 83-yard drive that took 7 plays to go up 42-0. Total offense in the game for the Grey Wolves to this point. They've run 37 plays for 310 yards. Waco High has run 43 plays for just 111 yards. Waco High this year has been under 200 yards of total offense. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe the 5th time now this year that they will have under 200 yards of total offense in a game.
Keyshawn Waite's left ankle, he is very gingerly being helped off by 2 of the assistant coaches.
Well, I hope everything turns out okay. Training staff does a heck of a job for Waco High trying to keep these youngsters on the field. Brian Daniels is checked in at a defensive end position. Back to pass is Wade being chased, gets out of the hold of a Waco Lion, wiggles his way through Lions and finally brought down when he gets up to about the 25-yard line.
Kamarion DeGreat with the tackle. Waco High's defense, they're gassed. They're pretty fatigued. They've been on the field an awful lot in the second half.
Let's give him a 5-yard gain.
Terrence Johnson, number 45, checking in for Waco High. Coming out, number 19, Jamarian Moore.
Going to be 3rd and 2. Or actually, it's a 3rd and 1. He has to get to the 25-yard line to pick up a first down. The clock rolls with 2:20 left to go. Wade is taking his time. Will run off as much of the play clock as he possibly can. Down to 4 when he takes the snap. That's Pompey going around the left side. He'll get it down to the 20-yard line and pick up the first down.
Wrapped up by a host of Waco High defenders. Brian Daniels was one of them, number 41. We got another Waco High guy down. 15.
Down on the far side. Marion DeGreat going to be attended to. He is up on his own power. Maybe this is just a cramp. He'll have to come out for at least one play. Or did Waco High call a timeout? Maybe just
they still show 3 on the board.
Yeah, maybe just the injury timeout is all they're taking time, waiting for that player to get off the field. Yeah, they say, let's get back to play here. Shoemaker offense ready to go.
Starting defensive line still in for Waco High right now in this series.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Number 24, John Cena.
Handoff goes to Jonathan Pompey. A 2-yard gain to the 18.
Little Stephen Lloyd, number 28, checking in for his first action tonight. Junior, 5'7", 165-pound defensive back, coming in for Tyrone Sumter.
Second down and 8. They can get it down under a minute here without having to snap the ball, as the play clock is just now approaching 15 seconds left. Offensive coordinator hasn't even signaled in the play yet. Now he does. Take the hand. Well, they have a whistle at the snap. See the meaning of the flag here. False start against the Wolves. If anything, that just took time off the clock. Exactly 1 minute left in this one. Brings up a second down and 13. Back at the 23. Clock put back into motion. Maybe 2 more plays is all the Wolves will have to run. Matter of fact, they're going to get in victory formation here. Wade takes it and takes the knee. Back at the 24. And that will be the final play, as we are under 40 seconds left in the game. And that will wrap it up from Waco ISD Stadium tonight. Once again, many thanks to the
folks with Leaping Lions Productions taking care of the sights and sounds of this one. But the Shoemaker Grey Wolves will move their record to 4-3 on the year, 2-3 in district play. With a 42-0 road win over the Waco Lions tonight, the Lions fall to 1-6 on the season, and make that 1-7 on the season, and 0-6 in league play, and they will get the open date next week to get ready for their final 2 games. That'll wrap it up from Waco ISD Stadium. For Hal Harris and our statistician Austin Sterling, I'm Lark Smith. So long, everybody.